Information is power.
Days following the Christchurch massacre, where 40-plus people died at the hands of a lunatic who said he wanted to cause a global race war. He said he was creating a false flag to make people kill each other. And I said, but you watch, when the week of Easter comes, all over Europe, all over Asia, all over the Middle East, all over Africa, Christian churches will be burned and bombed starting on Palm Sunday, and they will be shot up and they will be brought to the ground. And you can actually pull it up. Just type in Alex Jones conspiracies after Christchurch. Media Matters, you name it, CNN. Jones claims that the media is over-reporting on Christchurch, but will ignore supposed made-up bombings that Muslims are going to be carrying out. And then, of course, like clockwork, 800-plus churches have been burned in France or blown up this year alone. Thousands across Europe, hundreds across the Middle East. And there have been stabbings and bombings and shootings at churches all over the world. But you've got to go read deep into the local regional news to find it. Except in Sri Lanka, the most religious country, arguably in the world, after Tibet. 99% of the people living there believe in God. And they've only got a 9% Muslim population. Oh, but guess what? It doesn't matter. Because even the BBC and Al Jazeera, the articles are up on Infowars.com, says it's Islamophobic, something made up by the Muslim Brotherhood. You're damn right I'm Islamophobic. Muslims have invaded the whole world. They always hit 10% and start bombing. It's their orders from Muhammad. Burning, bombing, stabbing, raping, kidnapping, when they hit the magic number, 10%. And Sri Lanka is now, according to the latest census a year ago, at 9.6. And Muslims breed faster than anybody else on earth. Their religion does, an average of over 5 kids. So you know the new census, when it comes out, will show about 10.5%. And right when they pass the 10%, bombings ensue. And then they push you out of the enclaves. They always target a smaller minority than them. They bomb that group. The Christians are only 7%. So they'll drive them out of the country, out of their neighborhoods, and then they'll move on to the next group. So that's how the operation works. It's a program. Like you go to a play and you open it up and it's got 3 acts. You're like, oh, they're hitting 10%? Oh, no. The bombings will start. Just like India. Got invaded 1,200 years ago by Islam. It was all Buddhist or Hindu. And now the second largest religion is Islam. And the areas on the map, no non-Muslims allowed. But it's okay because it's liberal. And so there's been some reportage that 4 hotels got attacked and churches and people dining. But remember what I said over and over again when they were having calls to prayer, not just here, but all over the world after the tragic New Zealand attack that killed 49 people. And we were hearing that Christianity and white people are inherently evil and the greatest terrorists.
Did it, live stream part of it, which we're obviously not showing because of who these people were. He did it because of the God they worshipped and because of the threat he seemed to think they posed to the white race.
And that Islam is peaceful. And I'm like, thousands of churches blown up a year, hundreds blown up a year in the Middle East, firebombed 800 plus, bombed or burned down in France, and there's almost no coverage of it. And I said, you watch. You come Palm Sunday, right through Easter, there's going to be bombings and shootings and killings all over the world. And there were.
Information is power.